Shocking comments by Aryna Sabalenka on Coco Gauff make waves at WTA Finals. What happened? The 2025 WTA Finals had already promised a week of explosive tennis. 8 of the world's most powerful athletes battling under the bright lights of Riyadh for the ultimate crown. But no one expected that the drama would erupt not from a match, but from a microphone. Aryna Sabalenka, the fierce world number 1 known for her raw honesty and fearless personality, delivered a set of comments about Coco Gauff that sent shockwaves far beyond the courts. Within minutes, the entire tennis world, from fans, officials to the players themselves, was thrown into a frenzy. This is the full, unfiltered story behind the moment that ignited the most intense controversy of the WTA season. The WTA Finals. Tension already in the air. Leading into the finals, the atmosphere felt heavier than usual. Sabalenka was chasing her second year-end number 1 finish. Coco Gauff was entering the event with newfound confidence after a breakthrough season. Fans were buzzing about the growing Gauff-Sabalenka rivalry. The media kept fueling the narrative that this was the new Serena Sharapova energy of the WTA. Both players arrived in Riyadh looking sharp, focused, and ready for war. But beneath the surface, emotions were simmering. Sabalenka hadn't forgotten the sting of past losses to Gauff, especially the emotional defeat at the U.S. Open a year before. And Gauff? She hadn't forgotten the moment Sabalenka dismissed her playing style as defense first. The tension was real, and it was about to explode. The interview that started it all. After her opening round match, an exhausting, fiery 3-set win, Sabalenka stepped off the court to do her routine post-match interview. She was sweaty, adrenaline still pumping. Frustrated with some mistakes she made in the match. Then came the question. Aryna, Coco Gauff just won her match earlier tonight. How do you feel about possibly facing her later this week? Sabalenka dried her face with a towel, took a breath, and then, without hesitation, delivered a line that detonated across the sports world. Look, Coco plays great defense, but sometimes I feel like she just runs. That's not real tennis. It's chasing, not creating. The interviewer blinked. The crowd went silent. But Sabalenka wasn't finished. Everyone keeps acting like she's unbeatable. I don't see it. I'm not scared. Gasps spread through the stands. The clip hit social media within seconds, and the reaction was instantaneous. Social media meltdown. Fans are furious. As soon as the clip spread online, chaos erupted. White heavy checkmark team Sabalenka. She's right. Coco is just fast. Aryna is the only one with the guts to say this. This is competition, not a tea party. White heavy checkmark team Gauff. Running is part tennis. Coco literally beat her last year. Multiple times. Sabalenka sounds jealous. This is straight up disrespect. White heavy checkmark neutral fans. We need this match right now. This rivalry is giving us life. The WTA has officially entered its drama era. Within an hour, the clip had 12 million views. By bedtime, it hit 40 million. Coco Gauff finds out. Her reaction says everything. Coco Gauff didn't hear the comments live. She was in the training room stretching, surrounded by her team. Suddenly, her agent walked over with his phone. Coco, you need to see this. Gauff watched the clip once. Then again. Her expression didn't show anger. It showed clarity. Calm, controlled, deadly. She set the phone down and said, "If she thinks I only run, she's welcome to say it to my face on the court." Then she added something that made her entire team freeze. "She can talk. I'll show." It was the most Gauff response possible. Quiet confidence wrapped in steel. The locker room turns into a pressure cooker. As the comments spread, players in the locker room couldn't believe what they were hearing. A few reactions leaked out. White heavy checkmark atop 10 player whispered, "Wow, Aryna didn't hold back this time." White heavy checkmark another said, "Coco's going to destroy her now." White heavy checkmark someone else joked, "Can we get popcorn? This is a full drama series." Even IGA Swiatek, usually the diplomat, reacted with subtle eyebrow raise during her press session. Comments like that. I guess they add spice to the tournament. Everyone knew this wasn't just rivalry anymore. This was personal. Analysts break down the comments. Was Sabalenka right? Sports experts debated furiously. White heavy checkmark, some said Sabalenka had a point. Gauff's speed and defense are her biggest weapons. White heavy checkmark, but most said Sabalenka across a line. Dismissing her skill is disrespectful. Coco has won titles using more than defense. Sabalenka sounds insecure. This fuels Coco. Bad move. One analyst summed it up. Sabalenka didn't criticize Gauff's style. She attacked her identity as a player. That's why it hurt. That's why it blew up. That's why the WTA finals were suddenly on fire. The WTA responds. Quietly but clearly. Behind closed doors, Sabalenka received a warning from WTA officials, reminding her the conduct code, urging her to maintain professional respect, and asking her to clarify her comments. Not a fine, not a suspension, but a clear message. This crossed into dangerous territory. A WTA spokesperson later told media, "We encourage healthy competition, but discourage comments that undermine fellow athletes." The entire world knew who that was directed at. Sabalenka doubles down. "I meant what I said." When Sabalenka finally met the media again, reporters expected an apology. They got the opposite. Sabalenka shrugged and said, "I don't regret anything. I was honest. If Coco is offended, that's her problem." She even smirked afterward. And in that moment, the rivalry officially turned nuclear. Gauff fires back with words and work. Gauff didn't raise her voice. She didn't insult back. But she did say this. "People try to define me, but I define myself. If Aryna thinks I only run, she'll learn soon enough what else I can do." Then she went back to practice and hit harder than she had all week. A team member said, "I've never seen Coco train like this." Sabalenka woke a dragon. The stage was set. The match everyone wants. Sabalenka versus Gauff could decide everything asterisk. Thanks to the group results, the semifinal scenario was almost inevitable. Sabalenka versus Gauff primetime WTA finals winner advances. Loser goes home. Broadcasters were preparing for record-breaking viewership. Commentators already had their speeches ready. Fans were camping outside the arena. This wasn't just tennis. This was a showdown for pride, respect, and narrative. Gauff wanted to prove Sabalenka wrong. Sabalenka wanted to prove her comments were justified. It was the match the world needed. Fire final chapter. The lines have been drawn. This rivalry will echo for years asterisk. What did we learn from this explosive moment? Sabalenka is unapologetically raw. Gauff is unshakably composed. The WTA finals just became a global spectacle. Tennis is a rivalry that transcends sport. This isn't just Sabalenka versus Gauff. This is power versus speed, emotion versus composure, offense versus defense, fire versus ice, pride versus purpose. The explosive comments didn't just make waves. They created a tsunami. As the world waits for their next clash, one thing is guaranteed. When Sabalenka and Gauff step onto the court, they won't just be playing tennis. They will be fighting for legacy. The WTA finals will never be the same. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.